Okay, for this exercise, I'm going to be showing you uh, the app, explaining about the app to you, and also I'm also going to be showing you and explaining the trading platform, the Deriv trading platform, um, the trading method, why we trade touch, and I'm going to explain some part of the signals to you as well. So let's get this started. All right. Okay. The first thing you can see the app here, right here. Okay. This is an account that was created. Okay. And you could see from where you were watching the previous parts you watch, you've seen how this sign up was done, and we're able to have access to all the 10 indices. Okay. Now, I also needed you to understand that all these indices are signals, all right? Just few moments ago, I received signal on 75x index, okay? You can see it above here. It's just 3 minutes ago, okay? If I click on it, it's going to pop open here. You can see 75 1x. That's the one that provided last signal on. And you can see 05. It's just few minutes away, few seconds away, few minutes, I presume, like 4 minutes ago. These are signals coming. Now, I need you to understand one thing. These signals that are coming, which direction are they? They are for sell direction. Now, I need you to understand, in the trading world, there is sell and there is buy. Okay, that should be another signal. I don't know if it is up yet. Okay, that signal is just up. That's the signal you're seeing right here. Okay, it's because it is open and I'm on it. That's why you're not seeing that signal. Because it is opened and I'm on it, that's why you didn't see it. This signal just came in. Look at the time, 10. You can see 12:10. You can see 12:10. So this signal just dropped right now, 75 1x. Okay. Now, as these signals are dropping, what does it indicate? Now, it's because it's already open. That's why you're not seeing any notification and all that. I've already opened it. Now, while these signals are dropping, you need to understand you're going to be trading them. They are for one direction only, down. It means it's going down. What this is telling me right now is that 75 1x index is going down. Make an entry now. You need to make your entry very fast. In less than 15 seconds, you can see the instructions. Okay, the instruction says only first 15 seconds. If you delay more than 15 seconds, leave it alone. Let it go. So as this signal shows up right now, you need 15 seconds for it to still be functional. Now, because of this time, this is the reason why you need one app to help you with that time, okay? So that you get to see, oh, this time is still active. You can, however, do it using the binary platform, and you can also do it having an external time. Okay, I'm going to show you the timer. You can download it from Google Play Store. It is called floating timer. Okay, you just download it. If you download it, okay, I think I should just quickly show you that so that you understand and you can get to see. You just type in floating timer. Okay, this is to help you to see the time, okay, so that you get to understand, oh, I still have time. This is the floating timer. You download it and you get to open it. When you download, it's going to be like this, empty. You're not going to see any of this guys, so you need to click on the plus, okay, on this plus, and create clock, okay, not timer but clock. Now, this is the clock and this is what it's going to look like, okay? I can adjust it and I can adjust the color whatsoever, give it a different color, give it a different look, okay? So it's going to be something like this and I can say, okay. Now, it comes with seconds and the rest. You play it, it starts showing. You can see it. it starts floating. It's a floating timer, so I can move it all around on my screen, okay? And then I can close this page because I've already opened it. All right, that's the floating timer. So you download, you can get to use it, or you can also get to use the time on binary platform. Now I'm still explaining this signal to you, okay? This signal, you see, it's a low signal, just like you see here on my cap. It's a low signal. Every time there is a low that meets the description and the structure, it's going to pop up. So it's saying anytime we have such opportunity, take it. But if the opportunity is coming late, it's a delayed signal, don't bother, leave it alone. Now, this is about the signal, right? And we say it trades only sell direction, meaning everything is going down. In all the signals you're receiving here, nothing is saying the market is moving up, that you should go and buy. No, it is all sell signals, saying it is going down. You can see all the indices have signals. Everything has signals. So one direction is enough to make you what you need. And you don't need to do plenty trades. You'll get to find more about trading and number of trades you're permitted to do in the video for trading. Okay, this is majorly for me to explain to you the signal, why you need to be time conscious and not delay. Anything that takes more than 15 seconds, if you receive a signal at 41, let me give a more recent one, which is 75.1x, that came off a recent 35x03. It came at 35.03. If this signal, okay, this signal comes immediately right now. There is another signal that just dropped. I could hear it. You could see it. You can see it. See it here. 100 just dropped. Okay. Now, the reason why my phone is not vibrating and everything, I have already muted this. You can see. This is why you are not hearing anything, because I have muted it. That's why you're not hearing it. Okay, so imagine 100 just dropped. That's the signal, 1505. That's a very good signal. What it now means is that immediately the signal drops, you must enter that trade before 15 seconds passed. Okay, the signal came at 1505. Before it becomes 1520, you must have entered that trade. If you have not entered it, leave it alone. That's what it means. So you need to do only 3 of these trades on a daily basis. That's just all. You are not doing 10, you're not doing 20, you're not doing forever. You just need to do 3. Yes, whether you have been trading before or not, start with 3. Reason is you need to first establish the fact that you can repeat the same thing over and over again. Now, the reason why you're not hearing sounds is because I've muted my notification so that it's not going to be distracting me every time signal comes. It's going to be ringing, pum, 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 pum. That's why I muted it. Okay, I'm going to put it on vibration so that even if it still comes, I can still feel it and hear it. Now you need to understand this is about the signal, right? And it's all sell signal, sell direction, meaning down. It's going down. It's not going up, it's going down. So you can see when a signal shows up, that is to let you know it provides live signals. As it's coming, as it's happening, this happened just now. Okay, this one up here happens just now. That's another signal. I don't know which signal it is, but that's another signal sounding. It's another signal. Now, enough of signal, all right? Now let's go over to the browser and check the volatility, check what we are trading. Let me explain what you are trading to you, okay? And how you get to do your calculation, know exactly what value you are entering for which value, okay? So let's go over to the browser, okay? So here, I'm going to come back here to the browser, all right? Now, once you log into your Deriv account, remember this Deriv account, and we said you are going to go to the Smart Trader. Remember, you have Smart Trader, D Trader. We are using Smart Trader. So once you are done and you've selected Smart Trader, it brings you here, and by default is going to be on rise. Okay, I'm going to be using this timer to indicate where I'm concentrating or talking about. You can see here we have indices, and we have here up and down to select. So we are majorly trading touch and no touch. So here we can select all the indices. So I would recommend the first thing you get to do is to open browsers, okay? 10 of them or 5 of them, or majority of the ones you want to trade, you open them down. So how do you do that? But before you get to go about that, you can see all of them. Now, this is, for instance, the last signal we had was on 100 index, right? I select 100, it has opened 100, but you can see here, it is on rise and fall. We are not trading rise and fall. And I'll tell you why, because a lot of people cannot control themselves. So that's more reason why we are not trading rise and fall. We are trading touch and no touch. And I need to explain this touch and no touch to you. You can see here in the explanation, what it means is that we are setting a target and we are saying the market price is going to move and is going to touch that target. Like you see in the video here, in this image. And when he says no touch, he's saying he's not going to touch that target, meaning he's going to be moving further away from it. Now, we don't trade no touch, we trade touch, meaning we are saying market is going down, okay? So it's going to come down and touch this level, okay? Now, the level or the target can be identified or described by can be identified or described by what? By barrier offset. That's why you have the barrier offset, okay? You can see it here. If it touches, if it does not touch the barrier at any time. So that barrier is the line you are setting in place, okay? That you are saying the market is going to touch here. So if it is up, you use plus. Now, if you look carefully in this barrier offset here, this is the barrier offset here, right here. Let me select it so that you get to see. Okay, this is the barrier offset where you have the number plus 2.7. Okay, that's the barrier offset by default for this one. Okay, that's barrier offset. Now, remember we said we are trading touch. Okay, we are trading only touch. And if we are trading touch, we are saying in that touch, we are simply saying this place is our target. This is the current, let me give you an instance. This level here, where you have barrier offset, let's say this is where we believe the price is coming down and is going to get here, okay? And currently the prices are where the duration is. Automatically we are saying is going to come and touch here. Now let me run an example with a live moving chart, okay, so that you get to understand what I'm talking about. Now I'm going to use the line. I'm not going to use the main chart, okay, so that you can get to understand. I don't want you to look at any chart or any stuff. I just want you to understand how to use this to trade, okay? Now look at this, for instance. This is the movement. It's still loading. It has not finished, okay? This is the movement of this market, okay? You can see it's moving, it's rather moving downwards, okay? Now it's going up, all right? Now, it's just like me now saying, I now bring a line, like this line. It's online already, so I want to bring a line so that you get, okay? I bring a line, like this type of line, you can see it. I said, okay, and I'm setting the line here. Okay, you can see that line. You can see the red line, the red dotted line. Let me move away all these things so that you can see. See the red dotted line that I set. Now, this line, the distance between this line and the current red line you are seeing is different. You can see this box fixed in, okay? It fixed it. So you can see that this red line is below the continuous line is below The continuous one, this one here, the one below here, is below the one above. You can see it's moving to it right now, right? Now, when you set a barrier and you put minus, what it means is going to be below. Okay, it's going to be below. Where I'm now saying the current moving price should come and touch this line, that it is going to touch this red line. Okay, now I'm going to make another line, and I'm going to make that line not red, but I'm going to make it another color. Okay, horizontal line. So this time around, I'm going to make this one, I'm going to change the color, okay, to black, okay, so that it differs. Okay, now I've made it black and I said okay. Now I'm going to put that one above. Okay, so now you can see the red line, thin one, is the current price, where the price is. Okay, the one that is red, this red, is the one I set below. This black is the one I set above. So it's like me saying the current price, the current market that is moving now. You can see this market has even moved above my black one. Okay, it has moved above the black. It has moved above the red. So it's like me now saying this red, this market is going to come down and touch this black. I can decide to move this black and move it nearer and say, okay, this black, let me move it nearer. That this price, this red line is going to come down and touch it. That's all the touch is saying. We are saying it's going to come down and touch. When it comes down and touch, you win. If you move further away from it, you lose. It means you are incorrect. Now, the reason why the touch is better than the rise and fall is because immediately your line touches, immediately it touches your set target, it closes, you automatically have won. But if it does not touch it, you have not won, you have lost. Okay? Now, but for rise and fall, it's the same. I can say it's going up. If it doesn't go up, you lose. If it goes up, you win. But for this, it is faster, nearer, closer, and easy to do. Okay? So what is the first thing you need to understand? This is the first thing. Whatever value you find there, okay? I'm going to turn this to 5, okay? I need you to see what I'm changing, okay? I'm changing one by one, all right? First, I'm going to select a different index that signal is likely to come. Okay, I'm selecting 75 1x. Okay, now the first thing you need to do is select your index from here. That's the first one. It's my internet that is slowing this down. Select your index here. I've selected 75x. Okay, select touch, no touch. When you do that, by default, you're going to get a value. Okay, you can see by default the value of barrier offset here, it carries plus. Okay, everything you are going to be using is going to be minus. Everything you're going to be using is going to be minus. So how do we know the barrier level we are using? Now, there is a rule of what we are trading for. We are trading for 8% to 11% maximum. 8% to 11% maximum per trade. That's what you're trading for. So your trade is going to be very first to hit its target, okay? So the first thing you need to do is you have the time, which is 5 minutes. Change the minutes to minutes. You can see you have tick, minutes, hours, and day. You are trading minutes and you are trading 5 minutes. So you change to 5, you change to minute. Whatever barrier that you have here, divide it by 6. So let me bring out my calculator. All right, I'm going to bring out my calculator just to show you. So I have there 22.31. Okay, I'm going to divide that value by 6. 22.31. 0.31, okay, divided by 6. Now it gives me 3.71. So roughly I can say 3.72. Okay, that is the value that I got. Now what value am I dividing? Let me show it to you again. I move this for you to see here. The barrier offset. You can see my sensor here. That's 22.31. I've divided it by 6 and I got 3.72. Okay, so clear everything you have there, and your value that you are going to add, you are going to add minus instead of plus. Okay, so I'm going to change this to minus. Remember, the default value is plus. You need to change it to minus. Okay, so I'm going to change this to minus, and then I put 3.72. Okay, I've just added minus 3.72. Okay, so just a minute. Okay, my phone is misbehaving a lot because I observed it while I was recording that it was misbehaving. You can see it's dragging. Okay, this is my phone doing all these stunts. Okay, nothing else. It's just my phone doing all these stunts and slowing me down. All right, you can see I'm typing, it's not doing anything. So I guess I will have to stop this recording and let me pause it first. Okay, so I had to clear some information, so I'm going to start all over again. You select your 75, right? And I've selected 75 index 1x. Okay, 75 1x index, and I change from rise and fall to what? Touch and no touch. You can see touch, no touch. Then you set your duration, which should be 5 minutes. Okay, by default you can see the value that is here by default. Make sure you change this to minutes. It has to be changed to minutes. Okay, once you're done changing to minutes, from tick, remember you have here in this video, you can see you only get to do all these things once. Once you have gotten your value, all you just need to do is to ensure they stay the same and you continue to reuse. So you have all of them open and you save them. So it's not as if you're going to be setting every day. No, once you're done setting everything, you leave it, and your page can always reopen. Every time you open it, it's going to open. So here we are. I say minutes. Okay, remember minutes. Once you select minutes, you're going to see the barrier offset. You see, this is the next one. I said whatever value you find here. Now, based on the indices, this thing gets to change. Let me show you. This is 75 index. You can see what you have here, 22.3, right? If I change the indices to, let's see, for instance, let's say 10, okay? You can see 10, okay? 101x. I've changed it to 101x, all right? You'll see that the value, the default value, which is the barrier offset, just changed, okay? Now, whatever value you find here in the barrier offset, divide it by 6. Okay, for instance, this is 1.4. We're going to divide this 1.4 by 6, okay? So I'll come here, cancel this, and say 1.4 divided by 6. Now it gives me 0.23. Okay, look at it there, 233. Okay, so I'm going to come back here. I'm showing you. That's how you get to calculate your barrier offset and get to know the rough estimate that's going to give you 8% to 11% range. Okay, you can now get to adjust them the way you want to fit in the exact target you want. But roughly, you should aim at 10%. Okay, roughly aim at 10%. So I cancel all this. Remember, clear everything on the barrier offsets. This is street instruction. You must use minus. So I must put minus 0.23. Okay. Now you observe when I put minus 0.23, I want you to see the value of percentage that you will see right here. You see here where this timer here, look at the value there. It shows you 9.26, 9.2. This is going to give you 9.2% per trade, meaning every time and each time there is a signal and you enter the trade, you are trading to make 9 or 10%. But I would always prefer you increase the barrier a little bit. Like this is 2.3, I can increase it to like 2.6 to give me roughly 10%. Okay, that's not a 6-figure I'm expecting. So that's 6. 2.6. What does 2.6 give me? If once it gives you 10%, you are good. Okay, 10.5, 10 point whatever, you are okay. So now this is giving me 10.3. Look at what I'm talking about here. Okay, 10.3. So I'm trading to make 10.3%. So meaning every trade I'm trading on this index, which is 10 index, every time I say the market is going to go down, remember the barrier. I need to show you what does the barrier look like. You are going to be clicking on touches. We are trading strictly touches. I've clicked on it, right? I want to click on view so that you can get to see it. Okay, now look at it. This is the market moving on. All right, I want you to see the graph. The graph is not displaying yet. Okay, the graph is displaying. You can see it's moving. Okay, it's going to be moving. All right, it's going to be moving. And what I'm saying is that this thing, you can see the distance. You can see the distance that it is not far. There's a reason why I'm clicking on it to show you that the distance we want to achieve is very small distance. So if the signal is correct, within few seconds, your trade should pull through. Okay, so what happens if you enter a trade and this happens to be the scenario, it's moving away? You have 50 seconds for your trade to either pull through or you close it. Okay, forget the fact that it's even coming down, whatever. Once your time elapses 50 seconds, you close it. Okay, you don't hesitate, you don't wait. You can see the distance is very small, but this thing first went up, now it comes back down and pulls through. So when it pulls through like this, it means you have just won yourself 10%. But what happens if it is moving further and further away? That's where you have precautive measure that if your trade does not pull through under 50 seconds, get out of the market, close that trade. Now minimize the losses. You close it. You wait for it to drop small and close it. Don't waste your time for it to come to your way. No. If it doesn't pull through in the first 50 seconds, it's going to waste your time. So don't bother. Now, these are the rules as regard, the trading. It's just like using $20 right now to make $2. You use $20 to make $2. So we are saying, can you do that 3 times? Okay? Can you do that 3 times every day? Now, what's the possibility that you're going to lose? You have 40% chances of losing, but you have 60% chances of winning more. Okay? So you're going to be winning and collecting small. But when you get greedy and you want to make more than you bargain for, that's when you're not going to win. That's when you're going to lose. Go and check way back. I've been trading like this for long. Okay? If it doesn't work, I'm not going to be trading that way. Does it work? Yes, it does. Now you need to also follow through. Okay? So the major key thing you need to do are very simple. Understand, we trade only touches. And in your barrier is going to be with minus whatever value. So I'm going to give you one last example. Okay? Let's pick another index, for instance. Another index. Okay? A random one. Okay? Let's do 100x. Okay? I've clicked on 100x. Okay? Now you can see by default we have plus 8.09. That's the value. Just divide whatever value you have there by 6. Okay, so what do? Pick up now, okay, we'll pick up a calculator and say, all right, so here I have 8 point, let's say 8.1. Okay, my phone, I told you my phone, since I've been doing recording, my phone has been doing misbehaving. Okay, it's been slowing down. Okay, so I have 8.1 divided by 6. So this gives me 1.35. All right, so I'll come here to where I have it, and how do? I clear off all the, look at where I have, clear it off, clear everything off, and write minus 1.35. Okay, you first need to see the value is going to give you, then you're going to adjust. Why is this done like this? Because a lot of time binary updates all these things. So there are times you get the exact value, there are times it is lesser, there are times it is more. Okay, now you can see this gives you roughly 9.4. All you need to do is to increase it a little bit. Maybe we make it 4 instead of 3.5. Make it 1.4. If you make it 1.4, you observe you will get like roughly over 10%. Once you have 10%, be it 10.5, 10.3, 10 point whatever, you are okay. Now you can see this is giving me 9.6. It's still fair enough if I'm trading 9.6, 9.5, 9 point whatever. It is still very okay. Okay, so as long as it's between 8% to 11 or 10%, you are good. All right, now once I'm done setting this guy, I can say, okay, I had 4, so I can say let me have like 4.5. Okay, before it was 3.5, so now I have 4.5. What's the value I'm getting? Where am I seeing the value I'm getting for? I will show you. You see where you have this net profit, you can see this is giving me 9.9. See it here, 9.9. all right, that's it, 9.9. It's almost close to 10. So roughly, give or take, these values are okay. All right, so now let's say you have set 1. This is just 100 index. I need to set the others. Remember, you have opportunity to trade 5 index to 10 indices. So you need to open 10 pages. How do you do that? Very simple. Number 1, click. This is how you get to open the pages. Okay, you open multiple pages to allow you to be able to trade effectively. What is the first thing you need to do? You come here. Let's say I want to start afresh. Okay, from 10 to 100. All right, what do I need to do? I have this already, so I'm going to use this one for 10. Okay, so that they can be in proper alignment. So I'll come here and select 10 index. Boom. Once I select 10 index, I'm expecting to see the barrier here. Okay, if I divide this barrier that I have here by 6, I should get roughly 0.17 or 8. Okay, if I divide it by 6, remember it's 5 minutes, so all I need to do is come here, cancel this guy. Remember we said your barrier offset has to be minus, so I say 0.1, let me even say 8. Okay, 18. Okay, what does that give me? Okay, now you can see below it gives me 10.8% profit. Where do we see the profit from? Touches, look at the value, net profit, returns 10.8%. Fair enough. Okay, fair enough. Once it's not more than 11%, you are okay. All right, okay, so now I've done this. I am set for 10 index, but I still have other indices. I cannot be setting this when signal comes. No, you have to have it set down before the signal arrives. Before you even get started to trade, you have to have set them down. So what do I do to set this down? Come here to the browser. Okay, I'm going to copy this and I'm going to open Okay, I've copied this page. I'm going to open another page. Okay, I'm opening another page and I'm going to paste what I just copied. Okay, paste what I just copied and open it. It's going to open the old one for me. Okay, remember I just opened 10 index, so it's going to open that same 10 index. So it's going to allow me to just change this indices to another indices. That's what you get to do. The reason why I'm taking my time showing you this is because it's one of the major things a lot of people have issues with. Okay, so now the next thing is I can get to open another tab. Now I have 3 tabs. I can paste it here. Okay, I need you to see I can paste this here, the same page that I copied. I'm going to paste it and I'm going to open it. Now it's going to open the first one that I just set. It's the same thing it's going to open. Now I have opened it in 2 places right now. Okay, remember this first one is the actual one that I open this 10. You can see the setting is still there. All right, then you don't forget to set your amount that you're going to be trading with. Okay, that is your stake. And you need to also watch the video that explains to you the money management, the stake, the capital, the profit, the stop loss, and everything. There is a video on that. Go and watch. All right, now here, this is the first page. So second page. I can make second page to become 25. You can see I have the same thing on the page. All I need to do is change from 10, okay, and select 25 index. This is what you're going to do, and you're going to open all the indices. Okay, I've just opened 25 indices. You'll see that the value for the barrier offset is going to change. You can see 1.237. If I divide this by 6, I'm going to get roughly 0.2 or something. So I can close this and clear off this and clear it all off and say divide all this. I've divided by 6. I can clear off and say minus 0.21. Okay. Now, if you look at the value, what's the value you're getting? What's the value you're getting? I need you to see what's the value. This is what you're going to do for 50 index, 75 index, 100, 100x, 75x, 50x, and every other thing. So you're going to open new browser and set all of them one after the other. All right, you open, you set one after the other. Once you are done setting, okay, you can see this 2-1. My page, my phone is misbehaving. I don't know why. It's very free in space and everything, but since I started recording, it's been misbehaving. Okay, once you're done setting everything, now all you need to do is to split your screen. Okay, and you watch the video how to split your screen with binary and also with your app. You're going to open your app and you're going to open binary and you're going to set this. Okay, so this one has reload. I'm going to select and change to 25. Okay, remember we've set 10, so I'm changing and selecting 25. So 25, I've already calculated it, which is about we said the value will be minus. Remember, everything you want to trade, you must add minus to it. Okay, so I'll say minus 0.21. Okay, I'm waiting for the value, for the result it's going to give. Once it's more, you just reduce it to be in your range. Okay, now I've not seen, I think my internet and my phone are misbehaving. They are slowing me down. Okay, see, 10.8%. Fair enough. Very okay. Very okay. Now this value always changes. You need to understand that this value they always change. Okay, they always change. They don't remain, they are not constant. That's why we are using this method to find out the appropriate value. Okay, so like this now is 10 points, it's okay. All right, that means I'm done for this. I can set the same amount to be like 20, like the first one. Okay, it's now 2020, right? Now I have successfully set for the first one 10 index. Okay, and I've set for the second one 25 index. Let's do one more so that you understand. Remember, I have already opened, so I opened the third one and I said let me set this one for 50. So I come here and I select 50 index. Now I'm going to look at the value, and roughly if I look at the value, that one is always like you can see plus 14. If I divide 14 by 6, I should be getting like roughly 2, 2, let's say 2. So it's going to be 0.022. Are you getting it? So I'm going to clear all this off and I'm going to put minus. Remember, minus means down. We are setting the barrier below. Okay, that's why we're using minus, because the signal is for sell, meaning it's going down. Okay, so I'll say 0.022. Okay, now what profit margin will this give? 9.7, which is roughly close. So it can be like 2.4 or something. So I can change this to 2.4. Now I'm done setting this and I can tell you the result is here. Now 10.4, fair enough, that's good. So I have done and I have set for 3 indices. Okay, the first one is 10. The second one, okay, is what? 25. The third one is 50. Now, once you're done setting this, you can now relate it with your app, either by waiting and watching. You can see the last signal we had 12 minutes ago here for the index. Okay, volatility 10 index was the last signal 12 minutes ago. So when signal shows up, all you just have to do is select the index that it comes. Now that is going to take you 5 to 10 seconds to come here. Signal shows up on 10, for instance. I come here and I select 10. Once it loads, I click on touches. You see these touches? I mistakenly clicked on does not touch, so I need to close it. I mistakenly click on a wrong link. Now you have to understand that you must not make error. You are going to be clicking on the right one. What's the right one? Touches. We are trading touches. Okay, we are strictly trading touches. We are saying it's going to touch, not does not touch. Okay, because if it does not touch, you're going to be majorly losing. No, so I make an error there. So I'm going to show you which one am I clicking on. I'm clicking on here, this one, purchase. You're going to click on purchase. When you receive the signal, you come here and you click purchase on touches. Boom. Once you click on touches, you are going to see the opportunity to view your trade, which is here. Click on view and you are going to see the movement of the trade. Is he winning? Is he losing? Where is the status? You're going to see all that. Okay, you are going to see all that, and that is how you're going to be able to use this. All right, so I'll see you in the next video where I'm going to be showing you how to split your screen, and then we're going to cover money management, and you are good and ready to go and start trading. See you there.